Team Empire's turn to ban. Dire Team ban. Team Empire's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for game number 3. Team Empire versus Navi. The winner of this game will move on and play in Atlan at the PGL Minor. My name is Dragon Drop. I'm joined by Wacky Neff and Delta Fox Bravo. I'm excited, guys. I'm super excited. Gonna see a clockwork again. This time on the side of Navi again. Big surprise, guys.
Surprise!
5 seconds remaining.
Also, this exact same bands as last time too, exact same first pick. You know, when it works, it works.
Alright, all mid, Pudge. Settle with that. I actually had a tournament once where it ran late and it was the last game of the day and it was almost midnight and the two teams was like, we don't want to play a best of 3. Can we just do all mid Pudge? One game, and the admin was like, "Okay, all mid Pudge."
All right, what the hell have you been casting?
This was like in 2013. It was like a small NA tournament.
Team Empire's turn to pick. Dire Team pick.
Venomancer.
Team Empire's turn to ban.
Disruptor.
No, it's not. It was banned out both games before, at one point or another.
10 seconds.
So Team Empire is going to get the very powerful hero, IO. Obviously a hero that a lot of teams love. It fits the CIS playstyle very heavily. Allows them to dive in and gank and rest your team alive. But Navi will respond back with the Disruptor pick. It's a pretty strong hero actually against the IO. You can actually silence him from tethering away, pull him back. If you're in the area where him and his relocate partner are, then you can silence both of them as they join in, so they're not able to get any of their spells off. So Disruptor, just a comfort pick for Navi, but also a good pick against what Team Empire is planning. Already showed their card. Second round of bans. A Alchemist followed up with a Weaver and an Enchantress. What do you think about the draft so far, Neff?
I was gonna say it looks pretty familiar to me. Other than the IO pickup, everything is exactly the same as it was last game. Even the banning phase for Navi. And looks like they want no part of dealing with that tanky Alchemist from game 1. So
yeah, it did give him a lot of problems before.
We might even see what was it, Kunkka come out again because they found a lot of success with that hero, but last game, not so much. Kunkka just wasn't good enough to deal with the enemy team running them over. It's great when you're on the front foot, but when you're on the back foot, it puts you on a little bit of a disadvantage. Other than the bow, which is absolutely amazing for defending high ground and whatnot. That's another hero that's really great at base defense, Sand King. Your thoughts?
It's really good here. It's a good combination here with the IO in terms of roaming potential. You're able to get the stun and then the follow-up tether slow. If they decide to put the Sand King in the offlane, it is a combination of the two heroes that they can use in that offlane area. But Navi will be going with the same exact picks that they had last time with that Earthshaker. So I would imagine it's going to be, again, the General, Clockwork, and the Roger Earthshaker. All three of those heroes just combining so well together and being able to set up those kills that propelled them from the mid to the early to mid game, and from the mid to the late game. I think Team Empire might need to find an answer to this, all this magical damage. Life Stealer, perhaps, or a save like an OD. What do you think, D-Drop? What do you think Team Empire needs to answer these heroes?
Dire team pick.
Monkey King.
Okay.
Monkey
I see
King.
what they're planning here. You guys are gonna see an interesting Monkey King mechanic this game, maybe. I
What's-
practiced this one with my team.
What is the Monkey King
Actually,
mechanic?
I'm gonna go
here?
ahead and say it because this combination.
I mean, we're gonna
is
see it, so
We might. Basically, there's a trick with Monkey King
5
where
seconds
if you
remaining.
jump into a tree and then primal spring down onto the ground afterwards while you're being glimpsed, you'll actually jump several thousand range back to target. Yeah. You were where you were in the middle of primal springing to, yes. If we see that this game, I'm gonna be super impressed.
so I guess
that might be something that they're going for with like Whisper Relocate. There is a range limit on it. I was testing this in a lobby. I'm not sure what the range limit is. I think it's like 3,000 or something. But if we see that, it's going to be extremely cool. You can even you jump through like Disruptor, Glimpse, Kinetic Field, and Static Storm as well.
interesting. I mean, it's
Hashtag
odd the way
FX.
that works, but all right.
I guarantee you it works that way.
Team
Everyone can test it in the
Empires
lobby
turn to
afterwards.
Arena.
If yeah.
But yeah, I do worry though that already that Navi does have a couple of counters already to the Monkey King. They have the Disruptor to provide some vision and tracking, as well as the Clock to provide vision and just being able to hook him off of those trees or cog him off of those trees. And Lina, of course, being able to stun him out and providing a lot of magical damage. Monkey King, with the recent changes, he gains a lot of armor now with his ultimate, but Lina doesn't really care. She's, for a majority part of at least in the early game, she's mostly magical. Once those later levels come in, we'll have the Fiery Soul. So maybe that armor will come in handy later, but Lina, good pickup for Navi. Team Empire coming into the last round of bans. Chaos Knight, pretty good ban for Team Empire. Navi, I expect, probably needs to wonder if this is going to be a Sand King offlane or Venomancer offlane. It might be a Venomancer mid again for who was playing it? FN. FN was playing, no, not FN. Chappie was playing the Venomancer. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Navi, it looks like they're a little bit stumped on what they can pick up. What do you guys think? Do you think they're gonna pick a carry or
Dire
You
team
D-drop.
pick.
You.
they pick a mid? So it'll be pushing the Venomancer to the offlane.
Yeah, I mean, you can play Monkey King mid, but
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Empire's turn to pick.
Man stands ready.
A lot of ways to kite it, but Sven will provide them a way to fight inside of the Monkey King ulti. All that physical damage pretty much negated away by the Warcry. So Navi, I like Navi's draft so far. That's what Team Empire have. They have ways to pick off, they have ways to fight, they have ways to push towers. They got a bit of everything. Team Empire right now is lacking. Sorry.
yeah. This happens. Casting from an internet cafe, I imagine. You know, anything to make it work. But last of the reserve time coming out here. Looks like they're thinking really hard on what they want to put against Lina mid. I imagine they're not going to put Monkey King. Plus, we've seen the strength of Dendi on Lina previous in this tournament. Just super strong, and they choose Storm
Choose your
Spirit,
hero.
giving them tons of pick-off potential.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Not pretty strong. I mean, Navi has a lot of strong heroes against this the Storm Spirit. They have all their heroes have a way to stun or silence and burst. And Lina already does pretty well against Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, even though he has kind of highish armor, just the range that Lina has against the Storm Spirit, as well as the burst damage potential to push him back under tower, is really, really high. So I worry about FN. I'm gonna imagine that Empire will be focusing to help FN exceed in that mid lane, or succeed in that mid lane.
Well, here comes the game. Here we go, everybody. Game number 3, finals. It's supposed to be what Drag and Drop says, but you know, it's filling up the time.
Yeah.
You just want to take over my job now? Come on, dude. Just waiting for the.
Here in the game 3 finals for the PGL.
You're ruining it.
I mean, I can do an old style 50s announcer voice.
Yeah. Can you do it as a Chewbacca announcer though?
I would, but too bad Sineko's gonna die here.
Yeah. Solution back and push cards done up already in a body block by Vincere. This is the easiest first blood in the history of Dota, and if they want to make this whole spirit work, then getting them off to a good start like this is definitely gonna put them on the right track. And I think they're also pinging out this ward, just blocking out the camp.
Yeah, they know this is
too, so it's a big commitment.
Yeah, Na'Vi already did this before. In the last game, they blocked it out with that same ward. So, Empire, keep in mind to that.
30 seconds.
Get that D ward.
Yeah, Vincere has picked up a sentry ward. Clears through some of these trees, pop down the ward, and then eat the orbs. Well played indeed. Goes to applauding his teammates.
Well played, well played, well played. Applause, 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 applause.
Alright, Roger wrapping around. FN. Is he in trouble here? I don't know. They can maybe get him away from the rune with a metal fissure. And they do, so... Oh god, no. Come on, Ghost Stick. Missing that kill. Well, glimpse back on FN. Will take keep him away from the lane, but Bush is still hunting. But not enough mana for another stun. Yeah. He got his own bounce rune on the other side, so I guess it evens out.
2 for each team. Navi's been doing a lot of that though, whether it's Roger or General and the clockwork. I guess that time it was Roger dealing bounty runes to the enemy team. Navi's been getting 3 bounty runes in a lot of these games, and these cheeky plays that he does.
Yeah, it's definitely adding kind of a nice little signature move by them. A lot of people look at teams like VP and how they always try to snipe couriers, whether it be Lil or Solo looking to move around that mid lane in the back lines, but Na'Vi, maybe this is what they're trying to do, making their kind of their signature move, getting those bounty runes. As the laning phase begins.
Well, we saw what they could do last game with an early game advantage and just constantly press on it, not give any breathing room to the enemy team. So that kind of playstyle is exactly what Na'Vi is great at. A lot of these CIS teams, non-stop pressure for the enemy teams. Really exciting game to cast though.
Exactly. I don't think they're going to be able to put that much pressure here in the mid lane just because the nature of what IO can do and buffing up and all of the natural regen he can put into there and fighting potential he can put into Dendi. Now the bottle has come in for Vincere, so even more. The mid lane is going to get a little bit harder for Dendi.
Especially since he doesn't have that help, Shaker.
Yeah.
Down the wall, droids hit it up top, but on level 1 there's only so much it can actually provide in terms of an opening. Your lane heroes means Sineko can't really provide all that much, especially with level 1 Bins. It's not even a bit of damage on the Thunderstrike, and Crystallize and Sven. Sure, you can stun, but you don't actually have the damage to follow up.
Yeah, until they get, well, they have boots. They would need to at least on one of their heroes dodge a Venomous Gale to get the correct back.
Oh wow, what? Catch him in mid. Okay.
I
Pretty
like
good.
it. I like it a lot. They finally took off on Roger. I mean, we saw this in game 1. They were really responding to a lot of Roger's movements extremely well. Last game, Roger stayed in the offense, they're trying to roam around, but looks like they've sort of figured out how Roger likes to play his Dota, responding to it super well. So I imagine this game Empire is going to be doing quite well as well.
Yeah, they're already 2 cows ahead, and they're actually doing pretty well in this laning phase. By having this Monkey King against this Clockwork, Monkey King does pretty well against any 1v1 melee matchup. Clockwork is generally seen as this kind of bully that would usually win these types of matches, not against the Monkey King. Having already 2 points into Jingu Mastery makes him pretty dangerous top lane.
Pushka is going on Snako. He does have the slow going from that the poison across Finale, so they'll let him the kill. Meanwhile, Sven really wants to kill Ghostic. Does see the Mango to have another stun. Is trying to play his way out of there with the
the stun
tangos, but the stun comes through. Just follow up slow. Now look at this, Vensko making rotation, healing up Ghostic almost to full, and Crystallize will die as well as a result. It's down to min movement speed between the Gale and all of these slows from the Cause Finale.
Bottom lane, they're going on to Chappie, responding to that.
They get some heals off with the Boundless Strike. Something that Neff really likes to talk about and how that works out. And it is really strong with this kind of a skill build. Just in terms of sustain.
Almost had that kill, but yeah. 2 points in Boundless Strike, 2 points in Jingu. Top lane.
We'll get another boundary stolen. And it's being slowed down. The Cosmic Nelly will pop. Ghostic to follow with a couple of extra right clicks. He'll get that kill. He will take out eventually. And now still have the Gale available if they need to slow down Crystallize. And they do just for more harass.
Yeah, it's so hard for Sven to hit anything or get anywhere in this lane. Combination of the slows from both Caustic Finale, Poison Sting, and Gale, and the stun out from Sand King. Like, Seneko doesn't even want to go back, it looks like. He's heading to a different lane now.
Yeah, they're realizing the type of pressure that Empire can apply by just having the solo Monkey King and movements of Miposhka and Vincere around the map, between the mid lane and top lane. It's just way too much pressure, so Na'Vi might be thinking, okay, they're applying their pressure. We need to try to move them away from us. As we're gonna, Nico's gonna stack for his Sven to catch up. Roger might be in trouble though.
Yeah, he got scouted out by one of the Wisp balls. And not quite level 6 just yet, so even if wanted to, couldn't really catch up.
Storm Spirit not wanting to fight the Lina, so he just decides to farm the jungle. He's doing that pretty efficiently, like the Wisp stack that some camps formed earlier during the lane phase, and now he's clearing. Roger, looks like he was trying to steal some of those, but he didn't manage to get his vision off in time.
I got the experience at the very least. Getting close to this level 3.
Yeah. I really like Roger's playstyle though. He always manages to find EXP and gold no matter like what he decides to do in a game. Always useful, even if he's like not doing the best and dying a couple times in the early game. He's always like he knows like 1,000 different ways to play Dota.
I take what I please.
Well, looks like they're gonna be trying to make some of that magic happen. Bottom lane. Unless Seneko gets caught out, which it looks like he will.
Well, Chappie, actually, what? They drag him back into the cogs somehow. Chappie in a lot of trouble, and he will fall down bottom. So Seneko up top simultaneously dies to Empire. So 1-for-1 trade across the map, but still very much in favor of Na'Vi this time around. Like, that was so weird. He got visual blocked. Oh, no, he didn't get visual blocked. He was on the wrong side of it. Oh, God. I was trying to analyze that. Come on, Stormswit.
Oh, you want
then
me
the
to...
plane.
Yeah, I was actually looking top. I didn't think they were gonna get that kill.
Yeah.
I didn't see the bottom kill.
Alright, so yeah, they had the fissure. Chappie was on the wrong side of it, and then the cogs somehow dragged him back to the other side.
Just
was so
no
weird.
pathing, nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
Based on how that works.
Yeah, so the fissure just pushes you back in.
It worked a little bit differently in Warcraft 3 as well. Like you literally teleport a lot of distance.
No, they're going back into it now.
The cogs, those are the Boundless Strike. Now it does have the life steal. But needs to get the right click out of the general with the ultimate. We'll get some extra space though with the burst strike, but well, Roger has his own stuns to throw into the mix. Again, 1-for-1 trade. Fendi dies in mid though as Sven gets his revenge. This is proper CIS Dota, just kills simultaneously all over the map.
Kills everywhere. Yeah,
No
this time as FN had his Wisp behind him, so he was able to fight the Lina head on there and get that kill.
Storm Spirit very scary now up against the Lina. Then he's gonna have to be much more careful, or Roger's gonna have to sit behind him if he wants to deal with this Storm Spirit, because again, Storm Spirit is not really the same hero at finding pickoffs, especially against Lina once he gets level 6. Nobody comes in to help you or respond to you, you don't have enough HP, he can just take you down, no problem.
There's a bit of control factor that you have. That's the one defense utility for Lina is not really reliable up against Stormfoot with the cast animation.
Like a cutout here.
Yeah. Could be an easy one, especially with FN also being part of the party. Chappie will take that.
Nice try. A gift from the tempest of battle.
Getting him right back up to where he wants to be.
Bottom, Dendi will get it. And try glimpsing him back.
Yeah, they will. Into the light sword, perfectly timed, and they pop the ultimate. The Porsche will die, but what cost? FN with his own lockdowns, he just has to rely on the slow, but chase him all the way up to the shrine. A really good idea. Now, well, should have enough mana to go across, and Roger unable to continue locking FN down.
And those heroes, even perfect Fisher blocks don't work so well against. I mean, he tried. Stormspear didn't have mana, but managed to stick up and get over that barrier. And no clockwork general to pull him back onto the other side again. That time.
Still so weird how that worked out.
You don't have to like it, but you have to accept it.
Yeah.
Top lane Chappie.
Dota is a weird game.
And this rotation has not been scouted out just yet. He's jumping around the trees, starting to keep tabs and crystallizers. Just realizes that he doesn't want to stay in lane with just the Venomancer there and no support. Chappie will just reveal himself.
Chappie's missing off the map, so you gotta be thinking that there's some kind of monkeying around business happening.
Mid, they're gonna go on Vance, go glimpsing back under the tower. Roger with follow-up control. FN is there too, though. Trying to help his buddy out, but Dendi with the last bit of damage don't even need it to get the kill.
And max range Dragon Slave.
Oh.
Team will join in. Nice little shrine.
Fine. Full main ancient farm. Super efficiency.
This is true friendship right here. You know, you got your team shrining together, doing ancients. That's what Dota should be. It's like right here. Everyone helping each other out.
Just forget the ancients, just PvE and the entire game.
Yeah.
Hey, man, as long as you're doing it together, that's what the important part. That's the important part.
Change Dota into an MMO where you run around the jungle.
Gets the burst strike off. No, there it is. Chappie with a follow control, pops the ultimate. General is in a lot of trouble. He will not be able to run the gauntlet successfully. But dying. Meanwhile, mid FN. There's low on mana, so should not feel comfortable showing up at lane. And Roger also making an appearance. We'll confirm that.
More fuel for my fire.
Alright, so this game much more even than the last one. That's for sure.
Na'Vi has been able to stabilize just a little bit. They're getting some more kills on their favor, and they're kind of not playing so much on Empire's agenda. They're able to play a little bit with their mono tempo. As we're going to see a hook in here.
It is on Chappie. Once again, Static's going to follow. This guy is absolutely dead. They're bringing in Stormfoot to try and turn things around a little bit. The Echo Slam will do the damage, will not do the stun. And triple burst strike if and follow. The AoE damage is there, and they will bring Na'Vi down hard. Oh man. Must have been so satisfying for Sankey to hit that. And FN to come in just with the max level static remnant.
Oh, that was such a good play.
Yeah.
All of the disable on the side of Na'Vi were already used just to kill the Monkey King, so triple burrow strike into FN, just cleaning all of them up. Gonna bring him just a little bit closer to his stone. That has to feel really good.
Yep. Yeah, so
during that time period, the mid-tier one was taken out.
Oh, yeah. Crystallize was also farming, like he's getting a couple from the net worth, but Empire, they want to stop that. They keep him controlled up. The epicenter will be enough damage, but might lose the sanking for it. So Nico does have the glimpse available whenever he wants to, but it's down to low ground. Worthy sacrifice? Question mark.
Well, it's a response kill.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Not really a worthy sacrifice, but Na'Vi responding to that pretty well. Like, enemy hero, the enemy, yeah, one of the two enemy heroes that's running around their jungle without their permission. All right, let's talk about Dendi's item build. Do you think it was correct, or it's going to be correct for him to go Bloodstone first instead of like Yules or whatever to help them set up kills on the Storm Spirit. I feel like Storm Spirits can be a bit of a problem to deal with. They have they can chain their stuns really well and get an early Blink Dagger on the Rip Shaker. Good for them, and they're going to be able to take him out. But really, Storm Spirit's having an excellent game, and after that, the kills that they managed to get to the Ravage like Burrow Strike on Sandcake and bottom, he's having a better time.
We're gonna go
Relocate is coming top lane.
the zoning ult, and also to help finish him off. But hey, yeah, Relocate being counted out somewhat. General gets the hook shot in onto Vensko. He's still alive though, but not for too much longer. The Battery Soul will take him out. FN in the middle of that. So return fire. And we'll get that kill. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Bottom tower has fallen as well.
Oh.
Adamantium Vault, he wasn't even part of that. And then was a TP out from Senego just
Senego,
I guess. Yeah.
barely getting out of there. Like the Sand King was in the ground as the Seneko TP'd out.
Storm Spirit's probably gonna head back. Shrine not quite up yet, but I don't think he wants to go back to base to farm. Yeah, he's just gonna use Wisp, constantly farming non-stop, just being able to use like I think Storm Spirit is one of those limitless heroes. Like he's only limited by how much mana he has, but Wisp on his team, he just farms so fast. Okay, he decides to deny the runes to take in. I guess he's afraid of being hook shot or something like that there, but huge mana pool, so I don't know what that was about. He decided to taunt afterwards. Pretty sure he's just trying to be a funny guy, but whatever.
Sometimes you just want to say no and you want to have the style points. Cowardly men go invis.
Oh, this is a spotted minor. I doubt style points matters to them as much as qualifying for that, and it's 1-1 right now. So.
I know, man. We all know that runes are just a crush for bad players. So, like, they don't even need them.
Starting to pick up on too much of my lingo, man.
It's a lot of fun to use at the right time. What can I say?
You're gonna see a little bit of a smoke from the Radiant side. It was scanned out. They did see 4 heroes TP to this top shrine, and Navi is gonna back up. Line drawn by their captain Seneko. Like, this is the area we don't want to fight. And they were immediately moving up to the right side of the map. Andy getting a free tower and finishing up his Bloodstone.
Pushka and Chappie running into Fury Heroes, yeah, potentially. And yeah, Pushka with the Logan's advantage. There's no fun initiation here. Double bonus strike, but hey, Static Storm, Lina ultimate. They bring down Chappie. And now FN and all of that, trying to turn things around. Gets his Nemesis, gets the control up, follow him, be Pushka able to stay alive. And now force out the Bloodstone deny. That seems familiar. Then he score 9 now. KDA 322 seems good. Crystallize. We'll find a free kill up top. As Vensko relocates back out.
Yeah, he had to come back at some point. Crystallize taking advantage of it. But in terms of the Bloodstone count, Dendy now down to 8 charges, and FN accelerated to 14.
Hopefully it doesn't become a major issue where Storm Spirit ends up going to 21 charges again. There was it the same series against Empire, where they had like 21 Bloodstone charges on was it the Storm? I think yeah, it was the Storm Spirit.
I don't know if it was the Empire matchup, but there was a game where the Storm Spirit had 24 or 21, and then within a span of a minute and a half, he went 21 to I think 6, just because he died very quickly in two quick successions.
I remember a game like that. That's all I can say.
It all becomes.
I remember it happened. Days of
Back in the
old
day.
doubters.
Back indeed 2 days ago.
Literally 10 years.
I'm gonna need to step away for a moment. Apologies.
Alright. We'll yell at you for that later. Meanwhile, up top, Empire going for a bit of a push. They have Ghost of in charge. Of course, you can spam the walls to kind of make yourself a little bit of a base. But Navi, it looks like they might want to fight them. They have everything available. Link there on Roger online now as well. Don't believe that's been shown yet.
Yeah. Can set something up here to bypass these wards. Crystallize as well with his Blink Dagger.
You guys can go sick here with that. Oh god,
Ooh,
push will actually miss. The Rocket Flare scouting on my Pushka. I don't believe they have eyes on the Monkey King. Now they abandon this defense.
Yeah, they know that with Vincere and FN over there in the mid lane together, they can just relocate in and at a favorable position.
Yeah.
Empire just trying to bait them slightly away from that tier 2 top.
Just the beauty of having Wisp on your lineup. And you can always have the +2, so it farms so much more efficiently across the map. Because you don't have to actually be in the location to be part of the fight.
Radiant are scattered.
Navi exercising their power of friendship.
Ghostic just slow sieging this down here with the wards now. And Empire leaves him to his own devices. Committing too hard. So, where do you think this game's gonna go? Okay, relocate actually. They see one. General just briefly showing himself, and he will be gone on with a relocated to bring him down to TB into Soneko. He's the next target. He adopts the static storm and the anchor slam, then focusing everything they've got on the fan, but relocate back out keeps them safe. Now champion Ghostic taking over. Roger. Evil falls. Soneko as well with a jump. Ghostic don't claiming the double kill. So hey.
Whoa, Vincere.
Beautiful play. Yeah, that was some sick wisp action right there.
Vincere coming up huge with that reach out there and getting his storm straight out of there. I think FN might have still been fine. Might have been able just to walk out of that static storm and zip away. He still had a little bit of mana pool left, but Vincere playing it safe and getting his mid player out of there. So well played by Vincere.
The only unfortunate thing is that he only got Bloodstone charges for one of those kills, the one on the clockwork, and then he was forced to get out. But hey, better safe than sorry in these situations.
Of course, definitely. And any Bloodstone charges that Storm can get, they're always going to feel great about it. Just kind of just want to inch your way higher and higher up on those Bloodstone charges.
Stalking their prey. They're not patient enough. And actually the Shadowblade was also about timeout, so they can't quite catch his tanking.
Yeah, it would have been a big kill too, because Miposhka is really close to his Blink Dagger.
Yep. Aggressively farming this up, so he's taking slight risks.
I mean, he has that ward, that deep ward in the Dire jungle, so he knows that these camps are his.
Yeah. And he has it now, so it's a good timing.
Might try to look for a kill. Relocate is up, so they can come in.
Yeah. Might try to subject creep wave, but walking back now wisely. Yeah, where do you go from here? Can Navi be a bit more aggressive here? Can they try and take control back of the game, or is it still Empire's job to keep this kind of pressure up?
Well, they can still. I would agree that it might be their job to keep the pressure up, but they still need to be careful in areas they don't have vision. Empire's vision is pretty lacking. The only reason why they were able to begin that fight in the top lane is because they saw 2 or 3 heroes that were farming down here in this bottom lane. So once they saw that, that's when the relocate came in. So only 2 wards down for Empire right now. And if they don't see Navi in those areas, then they're not gonna try to fight. They're already ahead. They know that they're ahead, and so they're gonna try to not make mistakes. In terms of Navi, they just need to try to get their levels and items. Soneko late at 21 minutes, those kills Badman, and Crystallize does not yet have his BKB, but he's going straight for it. Yep. Definitely help in terms of these team fight potential, not to get locked down and slowed and controlled.
Yep. They rely on the Sven to do a little bit of damage, because Lina, as good as that hero is, it needs some help, especially when you're talking about this kind of an impact the Storm Spirit can have in comparison. So, need to chain the spells together properly, which is not the easiest step against all of this mobility.
Yeah, I mean, Lina's spells, even though she does have a pretty good stun, it's an AoE, small AoE stun, it comes out a little slow and it's a little telegraphed, so when you have quick fingers like FN does, you can get out of those. But he does actually pick up this BKB. So controlling him in these team fights is now almost 100% impossible unless they're able to burst him down in the clock hook. But in bottom lane,
putting straight in. Ball control on to Soneko. I'm not committing too hard here. They're feeling like this is a bait. It really isn't. And do they have enough damage now? No, they just let him go. Okay.
I mean, they don't see the rest of Navi. They're like, where are they? Why is Soneko this far forward?
They were so sure that this was a bait. But hey. It is what it
What
is.
gonna do? It is what it is.
At least it's only like a low value kill. Like if this was a Sven just barely surviving and just being let go like that, that hurts a lot more.
Yes, but we're gonna see a smoke up from Empire. Where are they gonna go? What kills will they seek out on this Dota Eve?
Radiant's top tower is
Well,
under
I
attack.
guess we're itching to try and put that one about to use.
Radiant structures are
At the end,
fortified.
it's 10 seconds of invulnerability essentially.
Yeah, anyone in mind hitting somebody up? BKB completed on Sven, and now looks like they might try to initiate on Ghost Stick.
Looking quite a bit on it, but at the same time relocate up top. Then they just delete. Closing off the dice. I keep having these lag spikes. I have nothing that I can do against that.
Dyer's middle tower is
so
under
annoying.
Back
attack.
to somebody talking about vulnerability, and I assume Shadow Blade is being built.
No, it's the actual
BKB is-
item.
Same thing, pretty much. Apologies for that, guys. I'm back. I know that you've missed me.
Welcome back. I know, it was quite nice to just cast with DFB for a while. Kappa.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Oh,
Where's the love?
Just kidding, man. I love you. So yeah, moving on. Top lane. Enough Kappa pride here for this one.
Kappa pride every day.
Chappie, is he actually going for a battle fury?
I guess so. It does work with your monkeys. So,
Does it? Didn't it? Think that?
yep. I think they cleave, right?
What? No.
I
they used
don't
to
know.
cleave.
I don't know. I don't play a lot of
Monkey
Monkey King, but I thought that they
Radiant
did.
scanning.
I can try to give you my analysis on it, given the fact that
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to come in with the
You're a
snap.
Monkey King expert.
Under attack.
well,
Enlighten
it's not
us now.
me, it's the mid player on the team I'm managing. Xantic is his name. Spamming Monkey King, thinking about nothing about Monkey King. Actually told me about that little disruptor trick that I was telling you guys about at the start of the cast. It's just super powerful at pushing out lanes and farming, and I'm pretty sure it cleaves on Boundless Strike. I might be wrong. I just know that he absolutely loves building it along with Sanj and Yasha.
It doesn't cleave on Wukong's command.
I can't give you an answer. I'm sure he would be able to. I believe it does, though.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that it does as well. Chat.
I feel like
You
they
tell
changed
us.
it, but maybe I'm just thinking about the Riki because...
Well, it was Basher. They took away Basher.
Oh yeah, right. I might be mixing those two up.
Yeah, but I think
Because,
all other effects still work, except for Echo Saber. They don't Echo Saber.
They do Echo Saber.
They
I know
do
that
Echo
for a
Saber?
fact. I know that for a fact, yeah.
Okay.
Have we seen Chappie dodge one of those fixes with that trick yet, though?
Nope.
Unfortunate.
I think it's such a very specific example that it wouldn't occur.
I don't know. I've seen it. My players used it in the pub games as well. It works with other things too. A couple interactions that don't like fully stun you or whatever. That you manage to get back into place. So
Well, maybe we'll see it here as Navi smokes up. Seneko, Captain Seneko leading the way.
Yep. Looking for something
Might find
here.
out
They
Chappie.
Might find Chappie. It could be a big kill. Michael, clean in charge. Roger setting up. And should be there. They're trying to relocate him up, perhaps, but the silence. Chappie dies. FN will get some revenge, but maybe not. Poke shot here from General. FN takes quite a few hits there from Crystallize. Now it's kind of out of mana. Out of health
BKB
points. Has to make it to
running
the
low.
shrine, and he's getting there. But he's all alone. He has to
Nice.
zip more, get slowed down by the fissure. Let's make it across. But the glimpse back here. They get the vision. They find FN.
Oh, that teamwork right there
Much bigger
from
kill than
Navi.
Chappie.
very big kill there. He managed to work and deny off. Where cogs were in place, ready for where he got comes back to. Extremely well played by them. Now he's down to 10 charges.
Power of friendship.
That's what we were talking about with friendship earlier. And that was a 10-second BKB on the Storm as well. That's going to be going cool for a while. He's going to get the leaker after that. The fact that Navi was able to get that kill on Empire when Empire was like sort of up. Like I guess the optimal play was sort of letting the Monkey King go, but it was really looking like they could save him there. Then Wisp had no tether or relocate for the Storm Spirit after. Really well played by Navi to be able to secure that kill.
Yeah, it came much slow. He got caught in that silence. The relocate was a little slow, but the Roshan attempt from Empire will be scutted out.
Well, pick themselves right back up with this one, but Na'Vi, they're on their way. On the hunt. Crystallize does have another ultimate. No Echo Slam.
They have the
Static
Solar
Storm is
Crest.
coming back. It is rather fast. Chappie drops his ultimate just to dissuade Na'Vi from coming in for this one. He will secure the Aegis. And then definitely one of the better Aegis carriers now. And I might find Roger actually on just as a cherry on the cake. Cherry on top. Bottom lane though, look at this Standy. He's dropping his items just to get some extra efficiency out, but he's pushing the lane. A bit of damage here to the tier 3, trying to poke and prod to make Empire look behind themselves. So far,
Yeah, didn't making this part play there and maybe trying to force him down.
Oh, Epicenter being channeled up here. They find Sven, follow from FN with a long range zip, but doesn't quite actually have enough mana to work with. And now inside the Static Storm, 3 people are caught inside of that. Where's the follow-up? There it is. General, they'll find Venscore. Without the Wisp, they have to get the hell out of there. Snako can glimpse one. If he wants to, but hey, FN, he healed it up enough mana. He can just straight up get the kill. No more glimpses from him. Danny, fate rotation though. Just a little bit too late. Might still be able to catch somebody here. Goes like very slow on his feet.
They're aware that he's there though.
Oh, do they have the vision? They have the dust. And then well, that'll be enough to send him packing. We would have loved to snipe your push guy there sitting at low health, but looks like everyone else will. Okay, Roger. There it is. On 2, follow up onto Vandermancer with a stun and the ultimate that triggered the Aegis too.
It has to be Roger to get the stun off here.
Roger coming off of nowhere. The Cogs push back. FN gets the BKB off in time. Still took so much damage from just the Echo Saber hit. Not even Echo Saber, just a couple of hits from the Mask Commanders from Crystallize.
That's a huge turnaround there for Na'Vi.
Amazing positioning by Roger there. Exactly where he needed to be. Exactly when he had to be there.
Found the exact right.
Can we talk about that triple Static Storm from Snako? Holy crap.
Yeah, that was pretty huge. Like, Empire as far as initiation goes. Like, being able to get in there. And they mentioned catch with the Wisp. Wisp is so huge and staying alive, but he just hasn't managed to be able to save his teammates here. He's like, just been a little bit off in some of these team fights just because the plays that Na'Vi are making, they're so out of left field.
Making it very hard for Vansco to have an impact. Like he tethers in, it's like, hey, I'm helping, but then Static Storm, never mind. Then hookshot. Oh yeah, I'm dead now.
If you think about it, Wisp, you can kind of think about Wisp like a, a support version of Drow. A lot of people think Drow hit buildings, but also the aura. If you're able to have, an offlaner or a mid that can take advantage of that, Wisp kind of plays in that same role, buffing up whoever he's with and giving that extra attack speed and tank ability and movement speed that the other normally wouldn't have. So taking a hero like that out can really neuter his teammates if they are relying on him.
And I want to talk about the fact that Storm Spirit was forced to use his BKB twice in a fight that his team lost. Like, he had to use that BKB to get away there. Of course, it would have been worse if he died. Losing Bloodstone charges here and there, and losing BKB charges.
And he wants to get the kill, use all of his mana. Does have the Orchid to work with as well. Pops the BKB just in case, and push with follow-up stun. And get the kill before Na'Vi can counterplay.
They know the BKB's down. They're looking to make a play here. Echo Slam is up. Boschka sitting in the Sandstorm. It might catch him out.
He's dead now. Yeah, they dropped Static Storm for it, so at least they got that.
Down he goes, and General getting ready to follow up with a hook shot, but not needed. Alright. So, Dendi down to 5 Bloodstone charges. They managed to kill him there before he got his suicide off, as well as well played by the Sand King. Got the stun off at the perfect time. Didn't give Dendi a chance there. Well played by Empire, but Na'Vi managing to do really well with his counter initiations. I think Empire is starting to struggle against them here. Na'Vi coming back to the game when when you have the Heaven's Halberd on the Venomancer.
Yeah, the amount of evasion amount of evasion right now on Ghost Stick is insane. Solar Crest combined with Heaven's Halberd. If Sven tries to right-click him down, it's gonna be. I think it'd probably be a waste of his time. So you're gonna see how Empire can bait and control Crystallize, able to hit,
Can't hit
as well as the disarm.
Yeah, just cleave onto him. Problem solved.
Cleave, yeah, of course.
I just solved the game for Na'Vi. There you go, man.
Yeah. Make
Did the man
Empire
have to
buy
solve
a
the
Helm
scheme
of
of Dota?
Dominator, and then have it Sven be able to cleave off of it. All right.
Yes.
Seems very 3-2-2, man.
I'm not sure that Empire will oblige such a directive. Navi.
If they ask nicely.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Man,
who knows?
man,
There might be a CIS version of Agent 3155. What it is?
I have no idea
3154,
what
I
you're
believe?
talking about.
The Eternal Envy meme with the Chinese Dota.
It's a bit elaborate. So,
I don't keep up
Alright.
with these things.
Alright,
it's fine.
never
It's
mind
beyond
then.
your comprehension, Nef.
Is under attack.
It's memery beyond your knowledge.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, like the popular Twitch.television memes. I know what you kids are talking about.
You really don't, but hey.
Right. Let's,
Empire,
get back to the game.
they're keeping FN safe for the time being. Like, what are they waiting for? Like, I guess some sort of
Scanning.
full extension from Navi, just trying to stop the bleeding at this point.
There's a gem that they gave over to FN. So his kill potential on any split pushers, if they're trying to go invis, Dendy's Shadow Blade, is pretty high. But Navi playing off the map, making Empire play together.
Both teams kind of off the map at this point.
Chappie now getting his BKB delivered to him, so this might be the go-ahead with this BKB for Chappie. I would imagine they would try to push maybe the tier 2 mid if once that BKB comes. It's already pretty low.
They have another smoke here, try and find it something. Doesn't look like it.
Smoke available too.
Oh, Sun King has one. There we go. It's always the last person I
There we
look
go.
at that has it in its inventory. So they're kind of grouping up, but yeah, I guess Vans can FN, they can do whatever.
I think they want to take this fight before Sven finishes up his assault, though. I think Sven wants buyback just because the pick-off potential on Empire is so strong. But he can't finish up his assault just yet, I don't think. But we'll see if he decides to opt buying it instead of saving for buyback. Just to clear his next camp. Yep.
Ravi looking to smoke as well. Do they have one on? They do on Seneko.
So I think what Empire is trying to do is just bait out FN. Because at this point Navi should have figured out that Vansko is always behind FN, and generally the way you want to play against Wisp is you don't want to gank anyone else, you just want to gank the Wisp combo. And Empire is trying to like anticipate that and just counterplay there, but Navi is one step ahead and then not going for anything like that. I think this is what's happening. Might be wrong though.
Well, that's a pretty accurate assessment. And we're going to see whether or not Roche respawns in just a moment here. So,
Long respawn, max
The
respawn
full
time.
3 minutes almost. Long rush time respawn.
Dire's
that
bottom
is
tower
actually the
is
full
under attack.
3 minutes. Well, so I think once the next Roche fight happens, we've seen some amazing Roche fights in this tournament so far. A lot of the make or break moments are decided around the Roche pit.
It's true. Navi going for their own smoke play. Let's see if they go for that Roshan. Or they might try to check it, but it's not going to be there. But it's like they might just make a head-on collision for the shrine.
The one game that they lost, they went up behind.
Smoke got broken.
Neko exposing himself, they're gonna burst him down immediately. That boundless strike does a ridiculous amount of damage, and yeah, that means that Navi actually have to get the hell out. Locate in as well. Jokes on them though, because the Roshan is still not gonna be back up for a while.
Both teams just waiting for it though. There's just been some pretty quick Roche spawns though. He's got Venom wards in
Radiant's
there, and
middle
then
tower
Clockwork's
is
gonna
under
be
attack.
blaring it non-stop, but neither team's gonna be very happy when they find out it doesn't respawn until the next round.
Yeah, I think this might benefit Navi just a little bit. So it's going to allow Crystallize to, if he's able to farm quick enough, maybe farm up that that full Bloodthorn. I would imagine though he wouldn't buy it because he'd probably just save for the buyback, right?
Yep, there's no way he gets Orchid and or Bloodthorn and buyback fast enough.
Dandy, however, might splurge a little bit and go for the guard. I think that might be worth it.
Yeah, I mean the amount of damage we saw out of Boundless Strike just Needs armor. Needs a very, very bad one. That hits you, does so much damage. Disruptor just melted underneath it.
I guess he already has the plate mail components, so
Radiant are scanning.
doing what he can already.
Yeah, I think Dendi feels that if he dies now, then the game is pretty much, or not the game, that team fight was already over, and there would be no point for him to come back.
Excellent.
So, keeping himself alive.
Fatalistic, dude. But yeah, it does make some sense. Miposhka.
this
God,
could
look
be
at
very
this.
Miposhka? Miposhka?
Lord, he sees everything, and now coming in with the epicenter. Focusing on the spend. Follow-up is there from FN. Not quite bring him down, but they are isolating him from the rest of the fight for the time being. They bring down Danny on a low span score. Suneko limps back on FN. Can't use some PKB sitting on trees. So far, so good. Worthwhile trade for Empire. Chance, but not quite back up, and that's just a loot. Not using too much on it.
And they will be rewarded for their patience. Roshan will be respawning just right now.
It's down to 60 seconds, so they saw that she was guarded, and they will figure out that he probably doesn't have buyback to go with it. They can feel very comfortable going for this Roshan.
Smoked in right now. It's a very bad spot. With the Echo Slims and doing the road fight and even close quarters like this. But Navi, give it up, although I'm sure
Immortality is mine.
Aegis and Cheese on the side of Empire now.
Yeah. Decent heads of Venom answer, and would you say that Stormspirit is the best Aegis carrier in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, that is general consensus, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you can make arguments for maybe a hero like Meepo, just because you're not just bringing back one hero, you're bringing back technically 5.
Come on.
So you might be able to make some arguments for Meepo being a really good Aegis carrier as well. But yeah, for sure, Storm Spirit, just able to utilize almost the full extent of it.
I mean, Meepo's positioning is so important, and when you respawn with your Aegis, your positioning is pretty much killed the enemy of all 5 of your heroes. Going to be higher mana pool, and then fight the enemy for a while, and then he respawns afterwards.
They're gonna go bottom.
Viper
Don't
on
actually
bottom
find
here.
Soak Shot onto Io, so they just set him down. FN used a bunch of his mana zapping in and out, so doesn't actually have too much to play with here in this fight that's ensuing. They're still going for a Chappie with the ultimate, zoning them all away.
This is a DD Monkey
coming
King.
back in, forced stuff back out, so this time it's Empire who don't quite find the right initiation that they were looking for. The glimpse back actually on the fan, pops a BKB. Probably for the best. That was the was a 6-second charge maybe at most.
It was a 6-second charge, but
It's not the biggest deal anymore.
yeah, get it for cooldown now. You know, less charges, lower cooldown.
Yep.
Somebody used to make that argument to me back in the day. I don't.
It's a stupid argument.
Weight, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a really stupid argument.
Or it can be like a long time ago when Blackwood, when carriers used to buy drums. Blackwood, since he's a very farming-oriented carrier, at least at that time. Oh, they're gonna make an initiation here on Dendi.
Gonna go for him here, trying to bait out some more spells. But no, Ghostig with his ultimate.
Albert comes out before it.
Up a little bit here. General comes in. The static storm as well, but no connecting to block him in. But the cards, well, they show the IO dies. The Echo Slam on the money here, and super low. Goes into this arena. Plenty of damage to pop his Aegis. He will come right back, but the rest of his team don't have that same luxury. Gems on the deck. Chappie's still alive. They don't really want to get too close to him. So now it's N's turn to try and make this into a worthwhile trade. Chappie. They see him here, follow up on Light Striker Raid. Denny exploding himself though. FN. Can he bring him down? Not so much. 4 stuff back is enough. So it's 4 heroes down for only like, what, 2? FN is out of mana now. He might die here as well.
Get the
Absolute
denial.
disaster.
No, we cannot. 5 heroes down. Storm Spirit, no buyback. Only Monkey King and Venomancer there. Amazing initiation there from Suneko to get that static storm off on the necessary heroes, and then Roger with a big follow-up on the Echo Slam.
Plays that are not easy, so it looks like you're gonna get a Rax for this. I don't think Venomancer, not having the 25 yet, I don't think he's gonna be able to have it. Just the upgraded cycle is terrifying though. Yeah, the games go really long to break it off. Roger, very bad place now.
Should be able to find him here, but Goes to the TP
Where
out.
you want to be? He doesn't make it.
Did you see that tower melt, by the way? Like, the last couple of ticks, last couple of seconds of Sven's ultimate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Big damage. Big man, big damage, big sword.
Yeah. Alright, Empire. They were looking quite good early on in the game, but now, almost at a 10k disadvantage. Is Navi doing it?
It might just be. They're able to swing it back from a 5k advantage to a 9k advantage. Or 5k disadvantage to a 9k advantage. Sorry. They're coming back. They played that fight really well. If they can do that, make those same kind of combination plays, they can definitely push their way back into winning this game. It's definitely not over by any stretch, though. Scotty completed for Chappie.
What does the perfect team fight for Team Empire look like?
They need to be able to kite the Sven, and they need to take out Lina. If they can take out the Lina, kite the Sven, and perhaps not get caught in the Seneko ulti, then that's probably the best version of that team fight for them.
Or 5-man Sandstar, Burrow Strike, Epicenter, and Monkey King ult. You know, get Boundless Strike, followed up by
Zip. There we go. On to the slice. It does get the BKB off. Now they just have to kite him, but look at this. FN relocate him back slightly, gets the BKB off, but now Chappie with his ultimate. He's still alive. He can actually win the man fight up against Sven. Can he win the man fight up against Dendy? The answer is no, so they'll get that trade. But damn. Chappie, just a moment of power. Fight might not be over here. Coach God just looking for an opportunity to blink in and get a stun off. Then back up the full mana at this point. Oh, pretty close to it. Workable mana, I guess.
He's super strong, that Monkey King underneath his ultimate. I think we were talking about it a couple days ago, Foxy, that Monkey King, in your opinion, wasn't as strong late game as a lot of other heroes. But you need from Constant when he has that armor bonus, and he has the late game extra boundless strike crit, he becomes one of the strongest carries in the game in the situation of using his ultimate.
It's true, but he still did fall there, even when that BKB available to him.
But he man-fought that Sven there. What a hero.
Do what you gotta do, you know? FN certainly can't do it.
What is he saying?
Saying that FN is being chopped down by Sven and now perhaps by Dendy, but this time he has help from fans throwing him up, and not Dendy. He might be the one in trouble. The BKB of zone, FN pops his. A little bit of a zip, a little bit of a zap.
They're just gonna back up.
Fast on his feet. Yeah. They're afraid that those reinforcements coming in from Navi, and they do.
If you come back,
yeah.
I'll kill you again.
In general, showing us that he's master clockwork.
They actually could have hit it off Dendy, but because they didn't have the vision on the rest of the Navi heroes, they figured, oh, get out of here. The BKB was already expended for offense, so
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
they needed to. They felt like they just needed to back out there. Navi taking out the top shrine. A little bit more map control around this rush bit. Very important for them. Now looking to push tier 2 top.
Then 13 Bloodstone charges again. He was down to like 4 or 5 a little while ago. He's feeling great again though.
So they go and place the ward. Oh, it gets closer back under the Glimmer Cape, so he'll be fine. So down. The hook shot will connect here. No, there it is. It's a follow up. They do so much damage. Can they bring it down? Zip across. But he's not really in fighting shape now. Roger, I don't know how he ended up there. They're fighting under the Monkey King also. They still win the fight. FN, he doesn't care. He just wants to murder, and they get it. Crystallized. What a big one as well. Tried to make his way out of there, but they catch him on the retreat.
I don't know. That was a huge team fight. Like, Sven's probably going to have to buy back here. There's no way that they're going to retreat. Like, they have Io coming up mid. He's going to heal up the Storm Spirit and pop his mana back to the full. Actually, probably full by the time they get to base now. He's 15 Bloodstone as well. Both of them were looking a little bit low for a while there, but they're both back up. Dendy doing the same thing he was doing the other game. He was Brood Mother. And see if he can force some heroes back. Good push. See if he manages to work. But I really think Sven might back here to try to beat me if this had really pushed this high ground.
Tower is under attack.
Vincere doing some crazy work here. Like, Navi keep bringing FN down to very low health with these initiations. Either Dindy bringing him down with his ultimate or Crystallize hitting him a couple times or like this, yeah. But Vincere keeps heating him up so if N can rejoin these fights. What's the BKB now? Just commit for the racks. And Hookshot will miss this time around. Can they catch anyone else? Dindy gets the
Might get
Vincere doing some things, relocate out. What a play.
Come back in though, or at least one of them.
Yeah, Vincere just sacrificing himself for this first carry.
Remember me.
Yeah, pretty much. Roger pump fake and gets the tether to the creep wave, but should die eventually. That is expected though at this point.
Excellent.
It's only level 17 instead of 18 though, so his death time was like 10 seconds or 20 seconds less than it would have been if he had half a level more experience. Hashtag netpacks.
Now, this is packed as well. Navi is going for another rush. Jeffy is there, does an ultimate throw, pops it in. FN actually, oh, bit of 4-star back. Sven, double 4-star, that'll keep him safe. I was worried there for a second because between FN locking him down and inside the Monkey King ultimate, but now, comes back will be dodged. But yeah, now, Navi. The Monkey King ultimate to worry about.
These upgraded wards are such a pain to deal with. No Monkey King ultimate, but no God Strength, so it looks like both teams are going to have to get back. Neither of them want to fight without those ultimates.
Io's coming back though, they don't have a Shrine at TP2, at least not on top, so he's gonna have to use the other one.
More fuel for my fire.
Is this the rune?
Yeah.
Crystallize picking out now the Orchid. So Bloodthorn, actually full Bloodthorn coming up on the card here. Desolator for Happy items.
He did spend some of his reliable gold to finish that Bloodthorn off, so he's going to need quite a bit of farm before he can have buyback.
Only 35 gold. That's ancient or creep here.
No, that's not actually 35 gold though. That's 35 safe gold that he needs. He's going to lose
Invisibility.
Yeah. It's 1700 reliable gold right now.
Yeah.
That's most of it.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Definitely. Or you to get a kill. That also works.
That works too.
Just saying, it leaves him pretty vulnerable. Or somewhat vulnerable, whatever.
Yeah.
The flip side of it, Dendy also picking up Bloodthorn and definitely having his buyback.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Navi trying to make their play here. Looking for someone to poke their head up to farm this.
Dire's top shrine is
Fire seem a
under
little bit
attack.
wiser than that. They don't want to give Navi any chances, especially when they're back this close on the other side of the map.
Yeah, they see nobody farming top, so something's coming up for them.
One lane being responded to now by Assault Bit. Navi will make their way back towards this General Roche area, and this has been scouted out here, I believe, yeah, especially with the Lake Ward going down. How fast can they take it if they even try? They're not going for it. It is a little bit too iffy.
Just too easy for the entire team to get there. I mean, Wisp is following on the Storm Spirit, so Storm Spirit gets to farm freely while they all 5 of them sit around deciding whether or not they take Roshan. It's not worth it for Navi to sit there deciding whether or not they want to do it.
Especially with that Wound Cause command and the Epicenter and the Venom and the Poison Nova from Ghost Stick. Empire has a little bit of an advantage when it comes to the AoE Roche fight.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Instead, the push will come mid from Empire. Take this Ranger X middle.
At least taking the Shrine, that's
Shrine
also,
first.
also an important prerequisite for Roche. They haven't been taking care of that yet. They also got some vision down. Look, Rocket comes in. Can Navi contest this now?
Taken down too quickly.
Cheese now, once again, in the hands of Team Empire. Cheese actually still sitting on the ground. Team still keep forgetting about it.
Chappie picks it up.
Leaving it for Monkey Man.
Yeah, but he walked out and then he walked back in. Like, so
He doesn't know what he wants, okay?
comes back to once again, they don't want that cheese. They
Pretty stinky, man.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
I don't know if you'd want to cheese. It's been growing inside the Roche pit.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
shrine.
well,
Well, people
talk
saying
about,
that it's been pretty good actually. Cheese buns. This is what we deteriorated to, guys. Come on.
52 minutes in, 53 minutes in. Cheese
Yeah,
buns.
these jokes are pretty
Dire's bottom
cheesy.
shrine is under attack.
Oh, God,
got it,
kill me.
boys. All right, fun Monkey King cheese fact for everybody. If you want more obscure game facts, Monkey King can transform into the Aegis if he's inside the pit, right? I'm not sure if you knew that one.
Yes,
Yep.
he can. Yeah.
All right.
Dire's
He
bottom
can
shrine is
transform
under attack.
into cheese as well if you've killed Roshan 3 times, but not 2. They
Oh,
haven't
wow.
updated it. Yeah.
Literally unplayable.
Literally
Yeah.
unplayable.
Unplayable game. Dude.
Long
Big jump
jump.
from FN.
Almost killing Disruptor outright, but now Ben be controlled up a little bit with Boschka coming in to fall back, and they finally get Disruptor, but still the BKB throw out, so we'll be fine.
Neko has buyback, so he's kind of okay dying there.
Yep. And
BKB.
without that BKB, I don't think Empire will want to push the envelope. They also have 2 lanes to push out. Top lane will push in on its own right. Someone has to respond to that. Bottom lane also fairly big creep work here in favor of the Dire, also being pushed out by the constant rocket players. So they have some homework, some maintenance to do on their own side of the map.
Yeah, I gotta make sure all your lanes are safe. Dendi with those boots for travels now, actually giving the moon shard to crystallize. Okay, but yeah, but Dendi with those boots of travels, he's just constantly threatening the racks or the buildings and the structures from the side of Empire with the split pushing. Always making them look over their shoulder.
Bottom shrine.
Crystallized
has
damage
fallen.
output is going to be absolutely massive with that. He's 6 slotted now. This is where he like destroys the game. I mean, he's going to replace his Mask of Madness with the Satanic, but again, it's better that he saves the buyback gold right now. So this game could really go either way. Like you said at the start, I'm not sure which one of you said it, but it depends on who gets the initiation off.
That was me, the hashtag expert analysis from the play-by-play caster. Thank you.
Hashtag expert analysis.
Alright, everybody pinging wildly now. Okay.
This is approaching the 60-minute mark. This, again, it's all about initiation. It's all about the strategy. About who jumps who first. About who has more vision around the map. And right now, it is Empire who have this map control. They're going to be able to take down this tier 2 tower uncontested. And then it's just a matter of, alright, let's try and keep the lanes pushed out. By initiation here, blow someone up.
Dire's bottom tower is
Try to not die ourselves.
Right, we're trying to go back to the direction, but it's ending right now. So, I was just about to say though that this game is a really good final match to this series, and it being 1-1 just makes it even more intense.
Look, shut in.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I was just poking for him. Does he have Aghanim Scepter? No, he does not. So that's
Yeah, he might have been just trying to bait out a BKB or reaction there.
Yeah. And scouted him out now with the blocker player that he's sitting inside. And quit.
Oh,
Up.
Dendi.
Linkage Sphere will protect him. Goes back at half health. Short range blins. Ben will be covered by the Glimmer Cave. I'm doing some chip damage, I believe, to the tower in the middle of that, just with the Venom wards. But it's not exactly the fastest thing in the world.
I mean, it's not that bad. This thing's so much damage. It's so annoying. Please remove.
Do 120 a hit.
Yep.
Remove toxicity out of Dota, please. No Viper, no Venomancer, no wards. I've had enough.
You're gonna clear out the top lane.
Yeah, relocate, they'll come right back.
Navi might try to capitalize on this.
Yeah, they're moving forward here to find the relocate spot. Then he doesn't quite get the Lightstrike array off though. Now they're coming in inside every single ultimate. FN looking for more crystallized, pops the zone. Now he's cleaving hard. Now the Echo's
Big
down, the
echo.
Trick of the Ages. They find Ghost Stick. Chappie, meanwhile, he's fighting in the back against Stendy together with Boschka, and looks like he might be able to fall back. Well, Skullsword, not so much. He actually dies inside the Static Storm. No PKB will able to keep him safe, and now it's Empire's turn to turn around. Looked like a pretty good start, pretty good fight for them, but turns out Navi able to play around it. Sneko bought back for this, but that's about the only counter.
He misses the stun.
Oh no, the push guy's there though. Should end up falling here. At the same time, Ghost Scepter, couple of extra stuns to blink out. Outplayed.
And there will be a DC and pause.
Quit. Yeah, absolutely rage quit.
Rage quit.
I've had enough.
Yeah, nah, just kidding. But
maybe Empire now they want to remake.
Let's remake the last game.
Remake
that last game again.
Remake to game 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that fight was. I mean, that's really good game sense there from Navi. They saw the relocate was used, so they know that there's going to be kind of a setup somewhere. Dendi was able to sneak around to the back and then able to find where Vanscore was going to relocate back into, so he was able to bloodthorn him and zone him out of that fight completely. And with that, the Monkey King ulti got used in kind of an unfavorable position because no one was really caught into it. And it allowed all of Navi's heroes, or minus Dendi, to focus down the Storm Spirit and the Venomancer away, while allowed just Navi to take out the sports backline and kite Monkey King. So well played by Navi there, and good heads up and map awareness to take that fight. Yep. Do you think this is enough for them to push them back into this game? Because I still feel that Empire has their hand on the throttle here, or their foot on their throttle.
Yeah, I mean, Monkey King still has the cheese from that last Roche, so that's one advantage that they have with the enemy team. They forced the back out of the Disruptor, so that's going to be on cooldown. Another pick off on him is going to be absolutely huge. His Static Storm is super important to these team fights, like being able to this sound awful, disrupt the enemies from doing what they want. Yeah, being able to disrupt the enemies, like even delaying a Sand King Bow Strike for like 2 seconds and it takes for him to 4-stab out of it is pretty huge, because then everything's changed since then. The heroes aren't where they were previously, like 3-man Burrow Strike turns into a 1-man Burrow Strike, etc. So Disruptor is such a key component. Like we saw them run away from the enemies at this Fountain fight / Roche fight over here just when their Disruptor died. Suneko's huge, so if they manage to take him out, like they have a good chance at breaking high ground, taking another set of racks.
They'll be running low for Storm Spirit. Suneco, like you said, is going to be a huge factor in these fights now.
Meanwhile, on the side of Empire, they didn't have to use any buybacks here, and the Navi aren't going to be able to actually get anything out of this.
Gift from the tempest of battle.
This, like, team wipe.
Yeah.
They do get a ward. Get a deep ward down though.
Yeah, they did get the deep ward, but they killed all the enemies and stopped them taking the base, but they didn't really get anything from like forcing everybody back and killing 3 heroes.
It might take them another or a fight in the right position.
Yeah. I feel like
kind of hard to push in when all the lanes are.
Yeah.
All the lanes. The fight was done on your side of the map, and all the lanes slightly pushed in.
And it's off.
Also a bit of a weird fight in general, because it kind of split up into 2 very early on, with the push guy and Chappie trying to run down Dendi, and then meanwhile Vanscore dying early, obviously, and then FN kind of being left with the devices on the other side, as Ghosting also fell to the Echo Slam combo. I feel like if Empire fight all together, especially with Chappies just hitting the heroes that are threatening his friends, these fights can look different.
Yeah, but like Navi's lineup is really good at preventing that or disencouraging that. I mean, they have the Clockwork who's super good at getting into the middle of fights and separating people from each other. You group up under Disruptor, Alter, Echo Slam, you pretty much get wiped. So there's something stopping them from just grouping up like that. They have to take these fights in certain ways that like forces everybody to split up.
Yep.
Like these initiations are super weird, and like neither team really want to get caught out by all the enemy team's AoE spells. So again, it's pretty much down to whoever gets the better initiation off with the team fight.
Dendi, out of here. Maybe perhaps looking at Crystallize on the jump in the mid lane. He's gonna back out though. Dendi with the Silver Edge, pretty big pickup. A lot of their damage is coming in from FN, so able to reduce his damage output. Remnant to his overload, maybe even getting out on Dappy as well. Could be the tide that could turn the fight here. Dendi, damage, fight.
DDD.
DDDD.
But even disabling Jingu Mastery is pretty huge because the amount of lifesteal that he gets on that when he charges up Jingu Mastery, anything like 2 heroes with Boundless Strike gives a massive amounts of lifesteal. You're lifestealing the crit and you're critting 2 people at once with that.
I mean, now he should be like what, critting up for like upwards to 1,000 past that at this point, right? On his Boundless Strike.
It's probably more like 2k crits when he has Jingu Mastery up.
When he has Jingu Mastery up, yes.
That's when he's.
But there's a smoke play.
Radiant are scanning.
Healing the most HP. That's how he's gonna man fight Sven under his ultimate. Is just getting really good Jingu Mastery balance off on the enemy team. Plus he got the account plus Jingu Mastery. So.
The Radiant user scan and Navi was just hovering right around it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, they saw the rocket flare coming from that direction though, so they figured out that Navi was still in this general area. Power goes down, mid-tier 3 already dead, so it doesn't really matter all that much.
Roche is up. This could be huge in that tier bottom tower going down, just because it will allow Dendi, who is doing the majority of the Navi split pushing, to maybe force and pressure these Rexes at the opportune moment.
This fight could be huge if Empire decides to sneak it.
There's a lot of damage here, and this time Navi watering that down, and Empire not reacting fast enough. Aegis and Cheese now in the hands of the Dire side. Relocate comes in, and sees Static, so they walk out of it. BKB now, and Dendi, they might pop this pop the Aegis right off the bat. Crystallize back here. Men fighting up against Chappie, but looks like Crystallize gonna lose this one with her fan rejoining the fight. Roger though, trying to go for the control, but Crystallize will fall. Chappie is still very much alive and kicking, and all of a sudden, it's a full-on team fight. FN triple killing Navi. Zip zapping around, and Dendi will also fall the second time out of nothing. FN will make it into an ultra kill, and sorry about the kill steal, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry about the kill steal.
Plenty of buybacks available on Navi, but
all of them will have to be
costly.
Looks like it's gonna be.
How is it even possible taking a fight and losing it so decisively with Aegis in hand?
Well, Crystallize was caught on the Monkey King ulti by himself, almost right in the center, so he was getting hit by not just Chappie, but all of his monkey soldiers. So it's very difficult to fight with that. On top of it, he had the rest of the Empire heroes focusing down as well. Now the rest of Navi was just forced ahead.
Forward into the Hex, and the silence actually got a lot of damage. Almost been burst down, but the defensive relocate, bringing him a little bit further back, but not far enough. General with a follow-up, getting the kill after all. Gold has slightly misplayed, up pulling it a little bit back further, but it's one of these plays where you don't necessarily have the time to click where you want to. With Chappie dying there, they will repel the push. Tower not even going down. Navi still hanging on to a lifeline, but well, they held on to the buyback from Sven. He's up to something in deep. Nothing for Stomp, but Orchid and
got him.
Wow,
Cooldown.
that is a lot of damage, as it turns out.
Really well played by Dendi. That was a huge pick off there. They might be able to take something off this if they're really quick, but again, Storm Spirit's respawn time is just so low because of all those Storm strategies. Probably not enough to force him to buy back there.
Yeah.
Good heads up play.
He died like a good 20 seconds after men's score, but he's gonna respawn 10 seconds before him, so... Bloodstone will do that to you. Navi is still pushing down mid. They want to get something here, and maybe Empire will have to abandon his mid-racks.
Perhaps, but it doesn't seem like they would need to buy back on any of their heroes. They have glyphs still available. I wonder if Navi is feeling desperation. They feel that they just need to go and fight them. That's why they're making these movements like this.
Let's try to establish some control.
Game.
More big plays, and then all, yeah. They'll be scouted out though.
Looks like Navi's gonna keep some cool heads and back away from there.
Yep.
Crystallize the only person enough with their buyback. While Emperor just sitting in their base.
Oh, this game, 65 minutes, and no sign of stopping anytime soon, unless we have another one of these team fights. If Empire win the next one exactly like it,
It's
Now
done.
we will not be able to buy
They can
back.
win it.
Yeah.
No
game to
buyback
the
on
point.
any of the heroes.
Just leave the buyback status up at this point. Stormswood still has it. Chappie on the Monkey King as well as the Sand King. So the Royalty has it available. Vanscore 50 gold away, and Ghost Seek also not too far, so they should be able to farm that up.
Rustic will get those that buyback money from his Plague Wars farming bottom and turns for Minotaur, yes, on the buyback chart.
Both these teams really deserving of going to Minor. This is a super intense series, and this is quite a game to end it all on.
This is still, ladies and gentlemen, late game. Just one wrong move, it'll all be for naught. Just remember, guys, Na'Vi, they've been playing for like what, 9 hours now, 10 hours.
Well, started at 9:30 EST. It is 7:30 now, so 10 hours.
Yeah.
My
Played
God.
this series against Vega earlier. They won that one. Then they played Dream League Open qualifiers. So that final has been rescheduled to Friday, I believe. So at least those are rumors, in case you were wondering. But yeah, now they're here in this game 2 was. Oh no, game 1 was pretty long as well, wasn't it?
All these
Yeah.
games are deep long.
Game 2 was. Fairly
Game 2 was
25
pretty
minutes.
much.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a stomp for Na'Vi. But Empire taking a deeper smoke. Started off. DD for Chappie, so pretty dangerous halfway done. So usually they're gonna have to find initiation quickly.
Empire Anteportas.
Five
Na'Vi.
buybacks. Side of Empire and none. Oh well, only one on Na'Vi on Sven. Once you use God Strength BKB, you're not nearly as useful. So a buyback on you, it's pretty much just like something you use when you get caught out. You're not going to provide that much to the team fight if you die in the middle of it. You have those things up, so they're in a very risky position here. Meanwhile, Empire has quite a bit of breathing room.
Trying to play a sneaky game, waiting for someone to overextend, but Na'Vi is quite stationary, to say the least. Just hugging their ancient at this point. They'll get rid of this ward now. I have a feeling that the Empire retreated. Let's see his movement bomb. It's supposed to relocate, it's gonna come right back. What's this area around the Roche pit, but he may respawn in 2 minutes. That guy's not gonna be back for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we already saw one max time. I really like that Roche change, by the way. It did probably ages ago, but it's somewhat new to me after coming back to Dota. Just the fact that it gives a 3-minute questionable time.
Yep.
One team can't completely dominate the Roche pit. You get punished if you sit there waiting for it. And, well, they're not punished right now because Na'Vi know that their buybacks are on cooldown, so they need to wait a little bit.
2 more minutes until most of these will come back. So Neko, the only one who's just like in the money. What's his net worth at? Yeah, okay, he's net worth 6k, almost. Okay, I guess almost 7k, but about half of what the Earthshaker has. It's a 6th position support right there.
Oh god, I just looked at that. I thought you were talking about buyback status when you were talking about his money that he was just a little bit short on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's had an Agnes Septicute up for the longest time, but now I guess he finally resigned to not ever getting it this game.
Yeah, I mean... Thank Ice Frog the talents exist, because without that plus 60 GPM, it'd be even poorer.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's a
How
value.
much money
talent.
has that actually made now? So let's say he got it at like 15 minutes or something. So it's like say he got it at before 20 minutes. 70, so 40.
4,200 gold.
Yeah.
4,200. Oh wait, that's assuming you got it minute 0. Sorry, I can't do math.
Doing math on stream is a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, it's
Just
been a
figured that out
long
again.
day. I'm actually feeling a little bit sick. That's why I had to step away.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I just whittled away at the tower. It's like 20 damage for each hit of the Plague Wards.
There's another 2 minutes until Roche is up. Hopefully we'll either see a crazy Roche fight or we'll see them try and push the base when this Roche is up, because that's when Natus. They did try to have all the buybacks back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just another
20 seconds. It's getting there, so that timing window has closed for Team Empire if they were looking for that, so now they have to go for the Aegis.
Come on, catapults barely mean anything. It's 70 minutes in the game.
Excuse me? Do you not subscribe to the Church of Cardi?
Church of Cardi? That sounds like some sort of terrifying Dota cult. I want no part of that.
No, Cardi is distinct. Card Dota is just sullying its name. Oh, there it is! Okay, goes in onto 3. Follow-ups there from a Boundless Strike. They almost bring down the Sven, and they do indeed. Not flying back just yet. They're looking for more targets. Naka, he will eventually kick out if they just focus a couple of right clicks on him, and there it is. 2 heroes down for the counts. No casualties whatsoever outside of Empire. They did use the Monkey King ultimate. They did use the Venomance ultimate. Those are the only ones. Tower will finally go down. Denny will just deny it, but he gets caught out for it. But nice little fissure. The Echo Slam. Roger turning things around, and now Stoneswood one gets relocated back out. Crystallized in the middle of that. Trying to man fight up against Chappie. Even without the ultimate, though, he's having some issues because there's also Ghosting. There's also Ben still zipping around. Nice cogs there once again from General. He's trying his best to control up these heroes, and Stoneswood does finally end up dying. Dieback though, okay, that's a good stun as well on the tether, but Chapley, he's still fighting. General eats the cheese so that he cut from earlier. Dendy with another triple kill here in the middle of that. And a couple of buybacks now on the side of Empire. But Vanscore and FN, they're opting to not go in after all. Probably for the best. The rest of the team already ended up dying. What a bloodbath here.
Yeah, there was almost sorry, you go. I was about to make some.
No. Roger and General will definitely save that fight. Yeah, General also eating the cheese and preventing his own death, so he's still holding on to buyback. Crystallized had to use it, so this is the one vulnerability that Navi had to expose themselves to. At the same time, that would be a remedy if they get this Aegis. There's the buyback now from a Ghost Stick. It's gonna be late for contestants here. It's just, they need him to just set up a wall of walls to have that extra bit of advantage. But Navi might very well go for the dash push here. Aegis now in the hands of Sven. Jeez. Yeah, General will pick it up again. Make good use of it last time. Just like that, the tables turn. Gold graph, dead even. After the updates here.
Oh my god, this game is getting more intense by the minute. What a series. But, I don't know. Do they try and push it in the next couple of seconds? There's no way you get those rewards. These things are terrifying. Again,
I don't know, man. They can just ignore them for a while. As terrifying as they are, like,
what they're doing to those creeps is horrible.
Yes.
Piercing damage too. Grasping at straws for what to talk about here, as it's 74 minutes in the game, so now we're talking about piercing damage on 5 boards. Seems good.
Wouldn't have a bottle to put it in anyway. Then now it's Empire who's just huddled up in their base. At the very least, they still have all their Rexes to call their own.
Just looking for shelter.
Yeah.
At a certain point, everybody's going to be 6 slotted, except for Disruptor. Regardless of his plus 60 gold per minute talent.
Yeah.
It's just not doing enough for him.
Like, if we really think about it, it's like 1.5 last hits every minute.
Yep. Actually, it's worth about 1 last hit at this point in the game, just because of how creep gold scaling works, remember? As the game goes on, you get more gold for killing creeps.
Yeah. I guess. But yeah, for the longest time. For the longest time, it's one. Oh god, Dendy. Drops down to half health.
That's a sad life, and that's all you have to look forward to. In a minute and a half, I can actually no. They're going to 60 gold now.
65.
1 minute you get.
Wait, 60? It's 65, isn't it?
No.
No, it's 60. Oh, you're right.
Come on, you guys. Do you even play
I'm
support?
just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Just
No,
testing you, you know.
Come on. This is why there's no wards up when you're on support.
I keep
You don't
forgetting.
even know the price of them.
Keep casually forgetting I buy the initial wards and then the courier upgrades.
And then,
Then
you've done your
I
part.
forget about it. Yeah.
Everybody's on your own. You have Midases to build and Octarine cores to lower that Midas cooldown.
Yeah. Don't forget the radiance. Look at where we're at right now. Like, Storm's and doing the max range zip just to clear through group waves. Just buying more time. I mean, now they're. Yeah, you were talking about it. Now they're the ones who are having the buyback vulnerability on top of Chappie, so they just try and buy time. But regardless, Navi's gonna have a creep wave coming in on all three sides.
I just want this game to be over. I just realized I'm trapped in a cast with two awful support players. I never buy wards. You said a minute and a half. It's 60 minutes.
Alright, Chappie, he's exposing himself a little bit. Goes back on spot, but there it is. Hexes, Lotus off the way, and now relocate back out. Crystal flicking in, but will find nothing. Denny pop the BKB, and that might just be enough to make him call it off. It's a fresh BKB too, isn't it? Yeah, put it right back in the backpack.
Boom, there it goes.
Yeah, that's the cooldown. Yeah. And they're sticking around here anyway, you don't need a boots of travel really. You're fast enough if you keep your fire soul stacks up.
Much appreciated. Players here.
Meanwhile, the rest of the lanes get to push in because Roger, or General rather, gets to keep on throwing out rocket flares to the other lanes, so they don't need to leave. They get to stay. Okay, fair enough. I was wrong. It's late, 78 minutes into the game. Getting a little bit tired. Analysis
What did they do? What did they do with the money? I mean, Chappie's sitting at 7k. Like, you'd figure he'd start building some sort of moonshard or something at least.
Feed your moonshard to Wisp.
Stormsword already got one, so he's
Monkey
beyond
King
that
doesn't
point.
have one yet.
Yeah.
Don't think so. Oh, he's trying to get a butterfly. It's just really difficult to get the courier out there. Because, again, Navi had vision of that up there.
Get it now. The creeps actually followed for a while, but the speed boost will carry it for what? Yeah, do replace the Death Later? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that minus armor doesn't mean as much as heroes start to get way more armor. Minus armor is more effective the less armor somebody has. Fun fact.
Yeah.
You might disagree with me, wrong.
We all know the math. It's fine.
If they ever get a chance to push, I'm on board with that.
I think he wanted to have enough money for buyback. Maybe that was why he sold it.
Yeah.
He only has 6 in a surplus. Two of them will just expire though, the ones on the high ground. And they all expired now, haven't they? Yeah. So, your comment's 7 minutes late, dude. What is it, 6.5 now? I don't know. I don't know anything about mods, guys. Look at me.
I hate you. Whatever.
The Central Wars lasts for 4 minutes.
I'm forced to play support and stacks with you. I don't mind though. Support's fun. I get to run around, do whatever I want.
Yeah. Alright.
Long game.
Really is.
How about that, guys? Nice weather.
I need to figure out some way of actually casting from my bed.
From your
Like
bed?
with, yeah, like with Steam in-house streaming something to my laptop.
So you can just close your eyes. Close your eyes and start pretending you know what's happening.
I mean, it is technically possible, I'm pretty sure.
It is technically possible. Alright, we
Yeah.
see everybody smoked up on the side of Empire though. Looks like they might be tired of how long they've been sitting in this game too. They just want something to happen.
I think it's weird though. Double Lincolns even. It's really pretty much impossible for them to actually initiate. Between that, by the time you double pop, he'll have his BKB out, and it's like, okay, what do we do?
Meanwhile, the side of Na'Vi, they don't want to try and push up on the high ground with all those Venomancer wards sitting there. Like, again, it's all about initiation in both these teams. Whoever gets the better initiation off. Of course, that's the case with, like, most lineups, more so with this one. Whoever gets a better initiation wins the team fight, and that's just how it is. And again, it's much easier to defend when you have buybacks as well, versus pushing when you have buybacks. Just there faster. Get things on your turn. You have shrines to fall back on. I guess Navi's down one shrine though, so
Some pepperonis.
that's about as far as things go. For
What was the last
advantages.
kill? Like 10
It's
minutes ago,
been-
wasn't it?
Quite some time. A number of years. King Dota, letting us know that Disruptor has finally managed to farm an Aghanim Scepter, but has no buyback because of it. Shout out to Kink Dota.
We haven't actually
Can't
talked
go.
about this axe, have we?
He just got it, I
It's,
believe.
yeah, it is potentially game changing. So I can definitely see why he wants to pick it up rather than buy back, because like if he buys back with a normal Static Storm, it's still not really going to have as much of an impact this time around, or these days.
Right, we got Monkey Kings moving around in tree form. I've had enough of this game.
He's gonna make himself to a tree on a tree? No, he's just jumping down.
Anyways, I was gonna say real quick, building on what you just said. Okay, Tether stun from
He lives back on the push guy. First strike, trying to outplay it, but he's dead. Ouch.
Are you serious?
No buyback. One gold missing. He's not gonna have that tick in. 90 seconds. Down for the count. Ghosty doesn't really have the big wall of wards up just yet, but the creep's also still in middle lane, so they'll have some time. Go
No
away
way
for the
Na'Vi
gem.
knows that he doesn't have buyback though, right?
They really shouldn't. Why does he not have buyback? What did he buy?
He bought part of Black King bot. I actually didn't see what he got. My bad. It's been a while since like actual team fights have happened.
Now be up in the stakes now.
Is he up
So
two now? And then there's okay.
this has to be a push, right? I mean, it doesn't really get any better for Navi at this point, does it?
No, we
No?
haven't. That's
Oh,
something
wow.
that's new.
Look at Dandy shredding through the wards.
Again, one thing I wanted to mention real quick, if I get this before team fight starts, is the tether and relocate out of Wisp saves a lot of people from Static Storm, so it doesn't really matter if I was catching the Storm Spirit out by himself with the Static Storm with the Aghanim Scepter. He's just gonna get pulled out by the Disruptor, by the Wisp that he had before.
Look at what's on the courier. Dandy has enough of this.
Okay. Divine
He-
Raker
he
time,
means
84
business.
minutes in.
Yeah. He doesn't even have the Aegis, like, he's like... Wow. Hook shot, there it is. Empire, they go on him. Static Storm comes out, crystallizes with his own PKB, can't quite find a target just yet though. Chappy, now pops ultimate, and Ghosting is... Oh no, he's dropped out of his ultimate! It's cancelled immediately. No one's dead just yet, General down to half health, but oh no.
Is that it? Is that all we get?
Oh, that was so unfortunate. Chappie, I don't know if it was a 4-star or a relocate or something. I don't know. Something pulled him out of his ultimate.
I missed that completely. I was just super excited to see a team fight happen. Alright.
From the tempest of battle. Yes.
Yeah.
Triple fire.
Wow. It is. We're back to when that was extremely imbalanced actually, so yeah. It's done so what, 2.25 seconds as much as it slows, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's as much as it slows. Or
Okay.
so it's a stun for 2.25 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how both Earth Spirit and Wisp's level 25 abilities are things that they used to have just on their base hero. The ally hero pullback and the tether stun. They'll just come a long way.
In balance wise, it does make a difference whether you have it like in the late game versus whether you have it throughout the entire game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
And a lot of other heroes have like really cool things at level 25 that can sort of like let them make it so that kind of advantage in having tether stuns or ally pullback isn't as big of a deal. Everybody gets something to level 25.
I'll take your
At least we don't have to do respawn talents anymore.
yeah,
That was
it's a little bit silly.
minus 60-second respawn timer on Venomancer. You know, that was something.
Oh yeah, the lone drug was ridiculous. Just turn him into a sniper.
Boom, there it goes.
Damage as well, I think. Yeah. Oh.
Suicide in the end, and then coming back afterwards.
No, you suicide in, then you kill the guy who picked up the rapier, and then Crystallize picks it up. So that way you transfer the net worth.
Wisp no buyback now. And Wisp holding Vladimir's offering to make team fight a little bit easier for Monkey King and Storm Spirit and everybody. Everyone gets all the items now. We're 88 minutes in. Come on, guys.
I
Fight
think
it
that
out.
lifesteal and that extra damage can make a huge difference here at this point where everyone's sitting for like 200 plus.
Yeah.
Yes, except for the Venomancer. Cool guy. At least not in his base damage. But certainly the Monkey King is going to be happy about that, and the Storm Spirit in particular. Right, smoked up again. All the buybacks are back up apart from Vansco, and they might have to use one of them, but that is relocate back. BKB is used for a bunch of people. Up to the shrine here, massive heals, pops the ultimate, but no one's in it. Dandy, no more BKB, Liquid Spears, Oversorb, everything else protected, and the Aegis has expired though. The Static Stone, the Echo Slam, they catch Monkey King, this time they'll relocate out. They also catch the Storm Spirit in the side, so both of the big cores are down for the count, and another one, Ghosting. That's buybacks will have to come out. Epicenter being channeled out. They want to fight this right here, right now, but he gets hexed up. He cannot even play again. A log zip, he will actually just straight up snipe the Disruptor. He zips all the way from base.
Boom, there it goes.
Alright, that's
This game's not over yet.
That's one. We need one more. 27k net worth advantage on the side of Navi. Not that it matters. Everyone's 6 slotted. Everyone's sitting on so much gold. We're almost at the point where net worth doesn't matter anymore. Sorry.
I've had the buyback status up for 10 minutes or so.
Here I am. Where's the party?
I mean, I have them up.
It's
but
might be a
I
little bit
still
too early from my cancer perspective, but yeah, it definitely now it's net worth does not matter at all.
Jackpot.
Alright.
I mean melee. Oh wait, no, range, yeah. Sorry. So things are a little bit everywhere now. Navi back in their base. I guess they're waiting for facilities and cooldowns to come up before they decide to take the fight back to the enemies and strangle them out again. Wait, Roger didn't even use Refresher in that fight. That's something.
Yep.
Back.
It's not that. They have 2 cheeses now. Roger and General each carry 1. Could just send a courier though.
Yes.
Yep.
Gem bait. I'm starting to see some advanced tactics from both teams now.
I think it's actually slightly out of vision, so they might not have even have noticed. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah.
Oh boy, look at that tasty looking gem.
They actually missed the range creep. Disable backdoor.
I don't think they'll go for it. I mean, we got non-stop action at the start of the game.
Now it's 90 minutes in. Almost exact same kill counts on both sides. It's once again back to the point where one team fight might decide it. The Rex will fall now. 2 or 3 misses in a row there, but yeah, it's that Drape. He's hitting for 700 damage every single right click. Ugh. Should be able to siege down his bottom lane frags as well, unless Empire want to come in and initiate themselves. But then again, they are the ones who don't have buyback. If they die on Stormbird or if they die on Monkey King, just lose the game. Giving up a Rax is, yeah. Trying here, but a double Lincoln Sphere keeps them safe. And they're coming in. General, the Hex, everything with relocate out will save him. Crystallize with some other target at FN in the back. Pulling them around. You want to go further, they have to fight inside the Monkey King. They're sitting on the edge of it and still finish up the racks. What plus use? That is the first strike. They're all controlled up, but they are too afraid to go into that. Crystallize, he still had his ultimate going for another couple of seconds, and this is always standing.
Coming in.
Oh my god.
Alright. Come on, wait.
Backup Rapier on his own personal courier.
Alright. Raxes mean nothing, morale means everything. I think that's what you were getting at. Right, Foxy? It's the confidence that they needed.
With all these red numbers.
I like it. I mean, Dundee doesn't have slots.
They just don't have slots, yeah, exactly.
Maybe, you know, it'll lose something, that's for sure. Better than leaving it on the ground. He's got the slots. I mean, he's... Oh, let's talk... I wanted to mention the fact that Cynico is carrying around a bunch of salves for, like, helping his allies siege and heal up faster. No one else noticed that.
Secret agents coming in from the back. FN in front here to focus on the Earthshaker. Static Storm still down. The ultimate FN just straight up deleted. It's all down to Chappie now. He needs to do the damage. He at least chases him away, but no casualties just yet on the side of Navi. He gets glimpsed back into a kinetic field. Relocate out. He's fine. He's all good. But FN down for the count. Liposhka still sitting in that side. Tried to make this play, but she's just eaten.
They've 3 of them.
Oh, they just ate them all, didn't they?
I was about to say, Cynico, get those salves handy. Your guys need topping up.
Navi, cool, calm, and collected, methodical. They want these mega creeps. Might not even be the end of this game when they do.
Oh, absolutely not. That's a battle fury on the Monkey King. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody saw this game was going to go to 95 minutes.
Got the Echo Slam. Danny's there to try and tear through people. Ghost 6. Loader straight up 4. Crystallize gets the next one. Look at these big crits on Chappie.
And that's
It's all
GG.
over.
Navi is back, boys. And they're heading to a minor.
Why do you have to ruin this again?
I just wanted to move it.
95 minutes. What a game, but Navi. Sticks and stones may break their bones, but they still came back into this game. They pushed Empire